If I left, then it made no sense. And you tell your friends and they hold your hands, baby, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind. If I left, then it made no sense. And you tell your friends and they hold your hands, baby, never mind, never mind, never mind, never mind.
Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to go from this simple classic day look to this in just a few easy steps. So, as always, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, just go ahead and hit that button down below so that you don't miss out on any of my videos. And also, don't forget to hit the little post notification bell so that you get notified every time I upload. So if you want to see how I transform myself from a day to night look, let's just go ahead and get started. Alright, so I went ahead and pinned back my hair, and I'm going to show you guys just how easy it is in just a few steps to transform from a classic day look into a beautiful and elegant nighttime look. So we already pretty much have everything on our face that we need, besides really the eyes, to be honest. So I already went ahead with my look that I have on right now. I primed with my usual, which is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water, and the Soap & Glory One Heck of a Blot. I used my favorite foundation at the moment, which is the LA Girl Pro Matte HD Longwear Foundation. I used my Tarte Shape Tape, of course, and then I just put a little bit of bronzer in my crease with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I contoured, and I used my Anastasia blush kit in, I believe it's Radiant. Yes, I used it in Radiant. And my highlight is the Morphe Babe in Paradise palette. So a lot of what you see me use on my channel, this is usually a classic day look for me. I wear this to work, I wear this out to run errands, going out and doing things. Like, this is a pretty everyday look for me. But of course, like tonight, I'm going out to dinner, so I want a little bit more than just my everyday look. Alright, so to start off this look, I'm going to be going into my Morphe X Jaclyn Hill palette. I think this palette is absolutely perfect for any kind of look you're trying to create. You can tell that it is very loved and dirty. I'm always using this, and this is always my go-to palette whenever I'm doing anything. So to start off, like I said, I already have just a little bit of bronzer in my crease, but I'm still going to do just a light transition just to help the look transfer over easy. So I'm going to start off with using this third shade right here, and I'm going to take it on a Morphe M441. So I'm just going to throw this in my crease area. So it's just going to kind of help add some definition to that bronzer that we already have in our crease. Alright, so I'm going to start darkening it up a little bit more. So next I'm going to go in with the shade right below it, and I'm going to take my Morphe M513. And I'm going to put that right below my transition shade, starting to focus it a little bit on that outer corner just to kind of darken things up. Going back in with that transition shade, I'm just going to blend out any lines. Alright, so since this is a nighttime look, I do want to darken it up just a little bit more, especially in that outer corner, just to give it a little bit of definition. So I'm going to go in with this brown kind of pinky shade right here, and I'm going to throw just a little bit of that in that outer corner. And I'm going to use my Morphe M506 for that. So I kind of go in a V formation when doing this, just because I am trying to stay strictly in that outer corner. But I want to focus it a little bit into that crease so it has some definition. Alright, going back in with that second shade that we used, I'm just going to blend all of that together. Alright, so I want to add some shimmer in my inner corner and bringing it in a little bit to like mid-lid. So I'm actually going to go into the Morphe Babe in Paradise palette, and I'm going to go in with the second shade right here called Vacation, and I'm going to put a little bit of this on my flat definer brush, and I'm going to spray it with a little bit of MAC Fix Plus just to give it that pop that we're wanting. I know when I do like a nighttime look when I'm about to go out, I love to do shimmer in that inner corner, because even though I'm making that outer corner darker and more mysterious, I want to keep that inner corner bright to brighten up my eyes and just the all together look. So going with that shimmer shade, I'm just going to start to pack it on in the inner corner. Alright, so going back in with this shade right here, I'm just going to blend that with my shimmer shade. I don't want to go back in with that dark shade that we used on the outer corner to blend it in, just because it will make the eye just a little bit darker than what I am going for. I definitely just want to keep that darker shade on that outer corner. So I'm using just a nice medium shade in between the two just to blend everything together. Alright, and then going back in with that transition shade, I'm just going to blend any harsh lines out really quick, just so everything is nice and seamless. Alright, so next I'm just going to apply a wing liner with my Wet n Wild Mega Liner. Alright, so I went ahead and applied my false lashes really quick as well. So to finish up the eye look, I am going to go back into the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and I'm going to press it along my lower lash line with the Morphe M432. And then taking my Sigma pencil E30, I'm going to go in with the shade that we use as our transition, and I'm just going to kind of buff that color out that we just put on our lower lash line, just so it's not so harsh. And then taking my mascara, I'm going to be using the Essence Volume Stylist 18 Hour Lash Extension. And I'm just going to apply a small coat of this on my bottom lashes. Alright, so once I'm done with my eyes, I like to freshen up the rest of my face, especially if I've been wearing the look all day long. So I like to take some of my MAC Fix Plus and spray just a light coat across my face, just to kind of refresh and waken up the makeup that we had on. Alright, and then once that dries down, I will usually just go through and kind of update my bronzer. So I'm going to take my Morphe M523 and my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I'm just going to go lightly over that just because that's usually the first thing that tends to fade on me, and I love having my contour, so I definitely want to keep it updated. And then my blush still looks pretty good, but the last thing I'm going to update is going back in to my Morphe and Babe in Paradise palette. I'm going to take my Morphe M501 and just kind of update my highlight. So I'm going to use the same highlight that I used earlier today. So I used Get Litty for my main highlight all the way from beginning to end, and then just in the front I used BB Girl. So I'm just going to go back in with this first one right here and just kind of lightly go right here, because that's really the only spot that I need updated, because that's where my oils tend to come out. So I'm just lightly going over that, and then I'll take just a little bit of this and just fan it in the back ever so lightly. And then to finish off the look, of course, I'm going to change my lipstick to the Palladio X Casey Holmes collab, and mine is in the shade Rescue. Alright you guys, so that is it for this video. So just in a few easy steps, we transform a day look into a night look. I hope you guys enjoyed, and if you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!
If I left, then it ain't no